on. All right. Oh, I told you. All right. Uh, and
And we're
we're
back.
back.
Yes. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. We had them last week. So,
Yes.
anyways, speaking of contracts not being renewed, people being released, that kind of fodder. So, officially, Ethan Page had asked for his release to AEW, and it was granted.
Mm,
Apparently, word on the street is he asked in February. And I myself have been hoping because when he got excited about he was going to be around ROH a lot and they were going to build a lot of ROH around him, I was
mm-hmm.
excited.
Yeah.
Didn't happen. And it breaks my heart because he is such a phenomenal wrestler, such a great character wrestler. And I will say this, it took them a long time to get him a figure. And when I heard that, I'm like, please say they're still making his figure. They are. If you wanted to
Yes.
pre order it from Ringside Collectibles, it is sold out.
Ooh.
I
Well
know
done.
I'm going to be, yes, I know I'm going to be on the lookout for him. He also has a chase, I believe, as well. I don't care
Mm-hmm.
if I have a chase. I just want one anyways because one I've been wanting. I've only gotten a few figures. I've
Right.
got Thunder Rosa, got her in the wild. I have Will Hobbs, got him in the wild. I have Hook, got him in the wild. I have two Ricky Starks. I did order one from Ringside Collectibles because I thought maybe I'd get the chase, but I did not. And then I found him in the wild too. So I have one out of box Ricky, one in box Ricky. And I'm still trying to find Darby, but I'm going to buy Darby. If you wonder what Darby is, Darby, I call him Darby. Uh, is the Ricky Starks chase where he's dressed up as Darby when he did that promo. It's fucking great. And then his new one with the FTW belt. I have not seen it in the wild yet. I think it is out there. So, and
Probably
I'm
is.
waiting to, yeah, and I'm waiting to get a Jungle Boy. I'm gonna wait for a scapegoat version because he'll probably look a little bit more Dylan McKay-ish, and I want to put him with a 90210 Dylan McKay doll. Yeah, I know I'm nerdy, but you know, yes. So, great to see that Ethan Page is already out there. He will be doing Revolver. That was the
Yep.
first one he did announce. Obviously, he's still doing. He owns Alpha One. That's his promotion. So obviously, um, he's running both in Canada still, and then in Minnesota where he's at right now. Um, so I know he's showing up in Prestige in July. I think that's the show I have a ticket to, but I'm excited because I have a ticket to that. So definitely,
Your mic is cutting in and out.
oh, better, better. Testing one, two, three. It is episode
Your
one.
mic is cutting out.
Whoa. Why is my mic cutting out? Hold on. Okay. Can you hear me? Testing.
Yes. Yes. Very good.
It's working? Okay. So, yeah. So, um, he's going to be out there in the ether. So,
And
yay.
then it's doing it again.
Oh, no. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Did you tell him something great? Newsworthy.
Newsworthy.
Yeah, or something. Well, I
Okay.
figure this out on my end.
I got a newsworthy thing to talk about. We talked the last episode about Tongaloa and the God. And what just happened? Tongaloa joined the bloodline, showed up at Backlash in force. So, and I agree with Bully Ray on this one. God versus the Usos win. Shut up and take my money. Because, damn. We called it, and that's amazing. And that's exactly what needed to happen. Another wonderful surprise is that for those of you that watch Backlash or otherwise, that they mentioned twice the Bullet Club. They acknowledged the leadership of Cody and AJ Styles. That match was 1000% amazing, and it was probably better than we've seen in a long time. Like,
Can we hear me? Am I coming
yes,
in?
yes.
Okay. You know, it's funny. Episode 1,
What is it?
is it doing something weird?
Yeah,
Why do we hate me? Why?
uh,
Why?
disconnect and
Why?
reconnect. I got you.
Okay. I'll be right back. Hold up.
So, as we're dealing with sound issues, and these are things we really can't help because what happens is Twitch starts getting silly, and then it affects the entire broadcast, and that's not something we can control. Um, so I guess continuing on where I was talking about, this change in attitude, you can tell by the joy of the product. That pay-per-view was basically 5 matches.
Okay. Better?
That's a lot better.
Okay, dokies. So, yes, you're probably also wondering, people, why do I not have a wrestling background? This is the weekend. Okay.
This is Amanda at the beach.
That's my chill mode. That's Maui behind me. You're welcome. Ah, that's a great joke. Anyway, sorry. That was corny as hell.
That's such a dad joke.
Yes, if you understood what that was, I'll give you a cookie. Anyways, so yeah, we did call that about Tongaloa.
Hmm.
Bless him, his botch
Yes.
spot. Bless him.
No.
But
He didn't botch that spot. The ref did, and he saved the ref.
oh, oh,
The ref was supposed to, like, there shouldn't have been a count at that point, and he came out from under the ring, knew the spot was botched, and grabbed the ref. It was the ref's
I love
fuck
how
up,
people
not his.
blame him. Okay,
They're blaming
okay.
him because they don't know that this guy is a fucking professional.
Well, sometimes people like to call themselves professionals, and I was like, professional what? Yeah,
I'm a professional
exactly.
asshole.
Yeah, I'm a professional bitch. What's your problem? You know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like you were saying about the Bullet Club, it was very interesting to me.
Yeah.
So here's just a theory, and if I'm wrong on this, let me know. You've got now, Cody. Okay, I don't consider Cody Rhodes one of the heads of the Bullet Club. He wanted to. He tried. That caused a lot of dissension in the ranks. Um, but I don't know.
There we go.
I mean, there we go. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's me, but I don't consider him a leader of the Bullet Club.
Incorrect.
What do you mean incorrect? I don't.
Incorrect.
One of my favorite episodes of Being the Elite was when it all came to a head and they were in the locker room in New Japan and they were all fighting, and the only one fucking sitting there, Tama Tonga, sitting there just like, you motherfuckers, just all clap. Watching all the drama. Yeah, I don't think he was, but please correct me.
I am going to correct you. There was two
Okay.
separate factions of the Bullet Club. One was with Ring of Honor. Cody Rhodes ran the ROH
Okay.
Bullet Club. This was in the same time where AJ Styles was running the Bullet Club in Japan. Well, AJ Styles was not, in his own words, AJ Styles was not the leader of the Bullet Club. It was run by consensus.
Okay. But I thought at the time with ROH, if I'm getting the timeline wrong, that was Kenny's run, because that's when he was the cleaner.
Well, and this is something that we can kind of discuss to a degree. But here's
That
what's
could be wrong,
amazing.
like I said.
This is what's amazing about the whole thing.
Mhm.
Prince Devitt, Cody Rhodes, AJ Styles, God, the
Carl
Good
Anderson.
Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
You have Legacy Bullet Club before all this other shit. There's even a kind of an idea that Switchblade Jay White is unhappy with his position at AEW.
No shit. Really? Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Don't start me on Switchblade Jay White, okay? I
Look,
fucking love
I love me some Jay White. Okay. But here's what's not here's what's not Bullet Club. The Young Bucks, Kenny Omega. They were the elite, not the Bullet Club. They separated themselves early on into this transition. They ran with the Bullet Club, but they were not Bullet Club by the end of it. And you can tell that by the way that they're in the middle of booking one of the worst ideas in wrestling history that would have been cool last year when they still had hype. Now they're back to being the elite, not the Bullet Club. They're being the elite.
They
BTE
haven't been
all the way.
they haven't been but they haven't been Bullet Club since that whole debacle. They haven't been.
No. And that is something that, you know, they say WWE fans don't know who Tonga Loa is. They don't. They know God.
Yep.
They know Bullet Club.
Mm-hmm.
They know that the Legacy Bullet Club is sitting on their roster right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You're just missing the only people you're really missing, honestly, is you're missing like Fale. You're missing Tokyo Pimp. You're missing his bunny.
Mm-hmm.
No offense to Allie. Love her. Um, but I honestly, I would not be surprised if that's what happens. Is it's going to get a resurgence because pretty much Bullet Club is dead in New Japan.
Yes. But that's because all of their stars that were Bullet Club are in WWE.
Yeah,
Save one.
or the only other one was that temporary weird leader, which I thought was always stupid. That Evil became the leader, but he's with House of Torture. That's his thing now. And then the War Dogs, the Bullet Club War Dogs, they'll probably just take off the Bullet Club and just be War Dogs because I have no thought in my mind that Tanahashi would get rid of it. To be honest with you,
And
yeah,
he just may, because it's not
mm-hmm.
the same group it was.
Yeah, and Gato, I don't think would have a problem with it.
No.
No, I would see him kind of more leaning with House of Torture, if anything.
Well,
but
it's something that's
like I said,
kind
that's
of
just
fun
me.
about this, and we're theory crafting. Hear me out. Theory crafting.
Okay.
I would not be surprised that the faction the Bloodline has to deal with isn't Final Testament,
It's Bullet Club.
Bullet Club.
Mm-hmm.
And with the things that we know, I think I know that every fairy tale needs a villain. That's
Mm-hmm.
all you're missing.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have take Cody Rhodes out of it. He's being a babyface all hell and back.
Yeah.
Prince
He's
Devitt.
not a very good heel.
Yes, no,
Well,
not at all.
I think I see that that Judgment Day, that's gonna fall apart. It's already
They're
starting really to.
they're winding it down.
Yeah. And I think that um once we that kind of winds itself, I really do see the guys getting back the band back together. I really do.
Yeah. And for
Because
those who don't know why Gallows and Anderson haven't been on TV, that's because one of them just had a kid. Was born today.
didn't
Well,
it wasn't it
yesterday.
Carl? Carl had a
I
kid,
I
another
believe
kid
so.
with his odd Asian wife.
Yes, hot Asian wife.
Hmm.
Such
Yep.
a cool gimmick.
Love
Uh,
it. Yeah.
but that's the thing though, because there's only two factions I could see that would be a great rivalry for the Bloodline. Okay, that's the Bullet Club gets the band back together, and it's getting closer.
Hmm.
They're all there, save for
Hmm.
God. You replace God with the Usos.
Hmm.
There you go. You've got a good
Yep.
faction. Or
Hmm.
the Wyatt
Because I
Six.
can see with the bloodline, you add in Jacob Fatu
Mm-hmm.
over there. Okay. And I don't know if they're gonna bring any of the others over, but I do see that kind of happening. Do I
Yeah.
see, like, and I think that because the bloodline had such great storyline, that it would be who of them to continue a different chapter of it, you know?
Yeah.
And then I think that would be amazing. So then, with that being said, right, I do have this feeling that we're going to see a certain brawly swinging villainous person go to WWE. Hmm. Yeah, I have a feeling. Good feeling. Hmm. Speaking of New Japan, before I forget,
Okay.
I'd like to congratulate my Ohana.
I lost you.
Okay, want to congratulate my Ohana, Jeff Cobb, despite beating the best technical wrestler in the world, Zack Sabre Jr. Uh, he is now the new NJPW World. Go on YouTube and you type in NJPW backstage Donkatu to see the backstage promo. Holy shit. I've never seen Jeff Cobb cut a promo like this. It was amazing.
Oh yeah,
That, my
yeah.
friends, and I had asked, yeah, and I had asked him, when are you taking over the fucking United Empire from Ocean Spray? They need a good leader. And he's like, no, maybe Great O'Connor. I go, no, 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 it has to be you. You have to take it. And guess what? He's assuming that fucking role, and I am goddamn proud of fucking Jeff Cobb. So
Yes.
Ohana, congrats. Um, Zack Sabre Jr. basically very gracious. He didn't throw a fit. Sometimes he does when he loses, but he says he's now grown up,
Yep.
and he says that this 15-minute shit doesn't suit his style. You know, like all these young kids. He's like, I'm not a gamer. I had a Game Boy when I was like in the 90s, and the only games I play are drinking games. I had to laugh. I'm like, oh yeah, yeah. There's Party
Mm.
Zach. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, don't. The stories I've heard. The gatekeeper of fucking British wrestling. Um, yeah, so congratulations to him. Now, I
Mm.
was sitting there because it was very interesting because with Donkatsu, they had a lot of things where you're seeing, President Tanahashi in action. And I like the narrative going on right now about John Moxley and people are sick of these part timers who are coming in. This was mentioned in Jeff Cobb's promo that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, they're not doing these little road shows in Japan like everybody else does. So why are like people like him, why are they so special to come
Yep.
in and have that kind of schedule? So definitely I see what the faults are with it. And so hopefully, you know, they
I
make it
think
right. But then you also have to think about the fact that they in Japan now, at New Japan, they don't have like marquee people because they've never considered like Naito a marquee person.
even though he is,
Even though he is, they never considered him that. Sonata kind of failed. Evil failed. I mean, who do you have over there?
at this
Really?
point, the women.
But even then, because
Yeah.
Julie's gone, and you have to ask yourself like, well, like what the hell? I think, and this is my where Rocky Romero comes in. Okay, I think what they need to do is they need to send some AEW people to New Japan full time for a little bit.
Nope. I
Why do you
disagree.
say? Okay, because there's like four people that I think that would excel over New Japan, right? Hear
Mm-hmm.
me out. Could
I am.
excel in New Japan and raise their stock more so than just sitting doing almost nothing in AEW.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'll tell you
Why
why
do
they
you think?
shouldn't.
Okay, tell me why they shouldn't.
Because anybody that has been a draw in New Japan in any significant manner is not with the AW, and they can send all the gaijin they want. That's just not it. Shinsuke Nakamura, one of the biggest draws in New Japan history, the king of strong style, not in New Japan. AJ Styles, not in New Japan. Like, we can go through the list of all the people. AEW is not those people. You know?
There are a couple in AEW that could be.
No, I don't think so.
Mm,
The
no,
Japanese market is getting sick of the gaijin. It's
yeah,
just
but
true.
it's the certain kind of gaijin that they're getting. Okay, like they don't want a John Moxley. Okay, they don't
Nope.
they don't want someone like that. No, they want someone that can bona fide be for them something that's because look at Jeff Cobb. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I thought I thought, hey, that's a kind of a smart move. You're not going with anybody, but you'll go to Japan at least for a year or two and see, right? Look what it's done for his career. Holy shit. Jeff Cobb, I love Jeff. I've known Jeff a very, very long time. God damn. And Ohana, no offense when I say this. Um, him cutting a promo, I know. Just smile. Just smile. But now it's like, where the fuck did this guy come from? Okay. Now, if you took somebody who actually has charisma, has something, okay, where this is where I'm going,
Okay.
okay, like they're missing. Tanahashi's getting old, and a lot of people when you're doing double duty like that, it's like, come on, people gave Triple H grief. I'm sure. I wasn't watching WWE then when he first started doing all this shit, but I'm assuming they did.
Yeah.
But you need somebody. They need somebody they need some flamboyance over there. They need something. And I think the answer is Ricky Starks. That's a
I
gaijin right there that I think because you're missing that glitz and glam of Okada, right? You're missing a lot of because Tanahashi's older, he really shouldn't be fucking whatever. You miss some of that with him, right? But you've got this guy who can speak. He's got like a style that can work with almost anything. Strong style, that Japanese strong style. you know, the tech submission they have there. He can kind of do it all because he's not a high flyer. They don't need high fly. I mean, you could do that, yeah, great, and all. But just think of like some of the people. Yes, you have El Phantasmo. Okay, I love him. Don't get me wrong, but that's a different kind of flamboyance and whatnot, and a different presentation. Because I always thought with New Japan is a lot of presentation, and they don't have a lot of that anymore. That's what's missing. That's my case.
Sorry, I'm trying to fix you on my end.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, your internet's bouncing.
Oh, it shouldn't be. Let me
It is.
see.
It's going up and down, up and down.
Let's.
Do you have video tabs open?
Uh.
Oh, she'll be back. No, I'll wait till she gets back. But I do agree to a large extent that um, Ricky Starks would be a great addition. I think he needs to go back to his roots, and that's one of the best ways to do it. Uh, he's got the submission, he's got the technical, he's got the high flying, he's got the personality and charisma to get himself over without being shuffled into the um, mix and just sort of left to his own devices. Because unfortunately, that's exactly what will happen. Is you know, if he just gets thrown in with whatever Gaijin faction, he's gonna ultimately fail. But you let him stand on his own, and he can be a great solo star and an asset to the company. That's just the way I see it. Oh, hold on.
Okay, better.
Yes, yes, you're reading green.
Okay, because I had all the videos open.
Ah,
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. It's okay. It's only episode 1. Didn't know. Didn't know. People didn't know.
well,
Didn't know. Okay.
figured it out.
That's why he's everything. Digi is my everything. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
honey,
You are my everything. No-
you are my peaches.
Oh
His
no, I
head
have no
hurts.
peaches. Oh wait, you okay? How come? See, I have the most. Oh, it's not working. Oh, it
Nope,
is
there it
working.
is.
How come you don't have it?
Because of the way I do my video, in order to do everything that we do.
Thumbs up,
Yeah,
thumbs down. Didn't do it.
we need a we need a Sammy Callahan thing. I swear.
Maybe I don't know.
Now,
Yeah. So Ricky Starks.
I agree, and what I was just saying is, I think that Ricky Starks should. If you were going to send somebody from AEW, right? You send Ricky Starks. Do you remember what Ricky Starks' first gimmick was?
Where
His first.
his very first?
His very first. When he first broke into the business and got some name.
Well, he doesn't like to say that he has a gimmick. That's
Yeah,
what he says.
but he had a gimmick.
What, him being like freaking like
Pretty
like
Ricky, baby.
well, he's always pretty Ricky. Come on now.
Right, but he was,
Yeah.
think
Really.
Lex Luger the narcissist,
Hmm.
but less stupid.
Yeah.
Now, if you brought him over, you don't put him in a Gaijin faction. You let him stand as his own star. Let the
Hmm.
charisma speak for itself. Let his wrestling speak for itself, and he could be a draw that New Japan needs. And he
Hmm.
should drop AEW and just go to New Japan, because I'm looking at this. I don't think AEW is going to have that working relationship because they have done nothing for the New Japan product.
No, it's just bringing them a lot of heat from fans, I think, and then now even the locker room. Because
Yeah,
for Shota Umino, Shooter, to have that that's the storyline with Moxley right now. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
you can put. I love Rocky Romero. Don't get me wrong. Okay,
Right.
love him. But honestly, like with Rocky, yeah, he's doing working both. But at the end of the day, if you're gonna piss off the bread and butter at home, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Agreed.
Yeah. So, I think that that's a huge thing because Ricky, if he did go to New Japan, he should not be in a faction. He should be his own man. And I think that says something that
Yes.
it says a lot. Now, I mean, I sit there and I think to myself, like seeing him wrestle like El Phantasmo, seeing
Yes.
him wrestle um Zack Sabre Jr. because Ricky does Matt. He does a little bit of everything. Not really flying, but here nor there, right? I
Right.
think that as people see all of these guys having these really bad CTE injuries, things like that, that you know what, it's kind of a you know thing of the past. And I think that really honestly, like before, if Ricky wants to go to WWE, go to WWE. But the same shit, different three-letter word
No.
is gonna happen.
Nope.
Why do you say that? I feel this because
Because
just because you know people doesn't mean shit. I know people. Do you think that it's to get me anything?
I can tell you why. Okay. One man and one man alone. And I'm not talking about Triple H. I'm talking about William Regal.
Mhm.
I think
I
Regal
don't,
would see his potential and would make him a fucking star.
but he never has. Regal was there. Regal had every opportunity. Ricky's wrestled in front of Regal. I can't tell you how many times.
Sorry, you cut in and out.
I don't know. Okay. I don't know what's up with my audio today, but
Yeah.
I was saying that Ricky's wrestled, in front of him so many times.
Yes.
And
And
but
look at when he's been in front of him. Look at
mhm,
the locker room atmosphere that Regal walked away from for a reason.
I know, but you see here's the problem too, is Ricky kind of attached himself to the problems. So, because that's the problem. That's the problem that Ricky has. Okay. And I think that I'll tell him just actually, I told him before he was ever signed anywhere. It's like you don't want to go somewhere where you're gonna fucking have to like sit in the middle and bitch and moan, right? It's like you need to see people who know your worth. Yes, Nick Aldis knows his worth. Okay.
Yes. Yes, yes,
Yes, he
yes.
does. He does. I know this. There's a lot of people I know who know his worth. Okay.
Right.
But when you align yourself with these fucking assholes because you think it's an easy way, it's not going to happen.
These
And
Here's the thing. The locker room
yeah.
has changed a lot. It's been said on media by veterans and everybody in between, okay? I think that locker room, much as with CM Punk, Bill Brooks, as much as you give him shit, it has changed him. He recognized what he had, and that's why he went back. It wasn't a fuck you. It was I love this business. It's good business, and I don't have to put up with the bullshit. Bill Brooks
No,
is a businessman. I guarantee you.
no. Phil Brooks is an asshole, first, foremost.
Mm,
Second, Phil Brooks is in it for himself. Okay. This is
right.
now the second time I watched that little bit from back for Backlash, right?
Okay.
All about him. Like, I'm like, yo, okay, you've got two other people who have chairs there with you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You don't sit there and be like alpha, okay? It's like I'm waiting
somebody
for him
needs
to
to be.
find,
No.
but with him, I'm waiting for him to find his shack to his fucking Charles Barkley. Okay. And when that happens, all right, it's gonna be gold because it's fucking hilarious because whatever. He runs shop, he does what he wants to do.
Drew
Okay.
McIntyre. That's his golden boy right
I
there.
know, right now. Right now he is. I love
No,
Drew McIntyre.
in general.
Fucking love Drew. I know. And you see, here's the thing though, which I think is like amazing, is with Phil, is he knows this is it. Okay. This is it. You either have to behave. And if you don't behave, then this is no mas. Okay. He knows his back's against the wall.
But is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think so at all.
Because Triple H and TKO are not going to stand for any shenanigans.
You have
Okay.
to imagine.
Nobody is worth that much. Nobody.
Yeah, but
Why do you think?
think about it this way.
Okay.
You have a star-studded roster that isn't a problem, right?
Okay.
They would bring him back for one reason. He has seen the other side of it. I will bet you behind the scenes there was a big piece of humble pie where he apologized for his bad behavior, and that is the whole thing. Because everybody that he's running a program with, Seth Rollins can't stand him. But that's the old him. They're working together. They made money. And that's where it is. If he was really that much of a problem, they wouldn't have him.
It's money. That's where it is. It's money.
Well, money doesn't trump a shit locker room. Look at AEW.
Well,
They got Dynamite got taken off TV for a Star Wars marathon.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? That right there says it all.
Mm-hmm.
Their morale has declined. It's nothing but fucking bullshit in politics, and it's not making money. It makes no business.
Well, what I say with AEW, okay, is what I said about it before. Keep saying it and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the purpose of AEW? And I love how everybody now is on this bandwagon. But I've been saying this since the beginning, is that AEW is not the company that it was supposed to be.
No.
And will it last? Probably not. No. Because I'm pretty sure like Triple H is sitting there with everybody in a board of directors meeting, watching the NFL draft or, bits of these things and laughing. Like, are you kidding me? Like, of all the things in the world that, crazy stunts, it's like, come on now. You're grasping at straws.
Yeah.
Now,
you're trying to be a heel, and it's just apparent. It's just not in his nature.
No. He also is trying to be a boss too, and that's not in his nature either.
Right.
That's good there.
That's sort of the shtick here is that, they always say the grass is greener on the other side, and people need to see the worst sometimes in order to make change.
Mm-hmm.
And I firmly believe that every person that jumps ship from AEW is going, my God, get me away from this. Oh, look, a locker room where everybody's cooperating and doing business. I'm going to mind my P's and Q's because I know how good I have it. And that's why, business is business. At the end of the day, they're independent contractors. So having a mindset of money, I get. It always comes down to, can they draw money? Drawing money means more money they get. Like LA Knight. He's got more money.
Oh, no
Because he
shit.
came out like a boss.
Mm-hmm.
Cody Rhodes, he made money because he is undeniable, and he has been a fan favorite since walking in.
Mm-hmm.
AJ Styles and Abyss backstage are mentoring the young ones on the right way to do things, and you can tell by the way the wrestlers have changed overnight. And with William
You know,
Regal sitting there,
Mhm.
like I said, when Regal left, you knew something was fucked
Yep,
because they
you did.
offered his ass a lot of money, and he went, "No, I'm going back." Bye.
Mhm.
And that's
Speak.
where I think
Yeah.
at the end of the day, these factions coming together, I think, is a masterful stroke. You know, trying to, and this is how I see the whole plot line with taking out Tony Khan. It's a sad attempt to be Generation X. That's exactly what it is.
Mhm.
Like line for line. And I get it. No story is unique. Everything is eventually repeated. Sure. But being so blatant and so bad at it is an entire another story.
Speaking of money and
Uh huh.
interesting moves and
Okay.
AEW,
Okay.
before I get into this part here, I would
Mm-hmm.
like to say officially now, because he did post on his Instagram today, that Will Hobbs had required surgery
Yep.
in his knee, and he'll be out for the time being. So we wish Will Hobbs well and a speedy road to his recovery.
Yep.
Um, which brings me to some somewhat breaking news.
Okay.
Okay, so Will Hobbs has been, as of last month, I believe, had come back and made his homecoming, quote unquote, back to the Bay Area. Yeah, for a promotion he never wrestled for. Anyways, I'm just saying. He's supposed to come back next week. No, 2 weeks from now. Yes, 2 weeks from now to West Coast Pro to be the final opponent of Adam Thornstowe from Reno Scum. Obviously, that's not happening. They have not announced who is his replacement. He also was doing a show on Friday, May 31st for BTW, or they call it Kirk White's BTW. Kirk White, if you guys did not know, used to be the business manager of Bret Hart. He also is the one who basically, if I were a fly on the wall, was involved with my nemesis getting yelled at by Bret Hart. Oh, to be a fly on that wall. Anyways, so he's not wrestling that show. But all of a sudden, I saw an Instagram post that shocked the shit out of me.
Okay.
Guess who is wrestling on May 31st at BTW? I'll
Ooh.
let you guess. I'll let you guess.
Nope. Not gonna guess.
Fucking absolute Ricky motherfucking Starks. What the fuck? Okay. Well, first of all, I did not know this. All right. Second of all, this man has turned down, except for one case when he wrestled at North Atlantic Wrestling. It's some big super show. He got a lot of money to go wrestle. He wrestled QT. Got a lot of money
Mm-hmm.
for that. That was the only independent booking he had taken since being with AEW, because he said, and I quote, "I don't do that.
Mm.
I don't do that. Okay, I don't do that." So it was beneath him. Part of the reason why I think he didn't do it is, one, when he was in the Indies, he didn't assert himself because he had always felt, if I'm throwing you under the bus, Ricky, this is the fucking truth. Okay, this is the truth.
Now, understand
He
before
wanted
she
people.
says this,
Mhm,
we love you, Ricky Starks.
he
Peaches, my
knows.
man. Peaches.
He knows. He knows.
And go.
He
Well, he
knows.
doesn't know me,
I
so.
well, I know, but I've told him this a long time. Okay, if he wants to deny it, you can deny all you want. Okay, I have receipts. Okay, so my thing is that he always felt or gave the impression that people should seek him out. He's that
Mm-hmm.
good that people should seek him out. And I'm like, it doesn't work that way.
Nope.
It does not work that way. And I said, if there's anything that I learned from Colt Cabana and being a huge fan of his and listening to almost every episode of his podcast more than once, okay? There's one thing that I've learned from him is that when if people want to see you, okay, even if you think you're the greatest thing since sliced bread, doesn't matter. If you want people to see you, they need to ask for you because that's how you're going to get booked 9
Yep.
times out of 10. Okay, was he doing that on the indies?
No.
Mm-mm. No.
At best, he was filling in for other people because he did not assert himself.
No. And I will say this, there are 2 promotions that I know of that, because people drop names, he got booked on. And I'm going to say this, I dropped the name more than once, more than twice.
Well, that's the
I've been
thing.
told
I mean,
I've been told by promoters, who the fuck are you? No, don't think so, right? Or who the fuck are you, right? And I will say this, and I'm putting them on blast. When I saw that, I was like, oh, okay, if he's doing indies again, which is a big question mark, because I've been not able to get a comment since I saw this. I know that, okay, because Will Hobbs was on that card. He's not filling in for his buddy because shit like that don't work like that. Can you hear me? Hello?
kinda. I'm working on it.
Kinda? Okay. I'll stop. Okay. All right. Sorry we're having so many technical issues. It's me.
Yeah,
It's me.
your internet's bouncing. It's fine though.
Yeah. Okay. Well, like I said, oh shit, I could charge that. My light went out too. Yeah, he's not come back to me with comments, but you don't just do something because your friend, you don't do that because that's your career. Like going out and wrestling somebody that you might not wrestle normally, you don't really know them or whatnot, that's your career. Okay, if you get injured on one of these indie shows, do you think that that's going to fucking help you anything? No, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very curious. It's curiosity's is killing the cat. He has
Yes.
not signed anything else,
Oh,
you know.
shout
And
out to Alley Kitty. She's somebody watching over on Twitch. Friend of
Alley
mine.
Kitty, ah,
She hates me
hello.
for saying
Oh,
that.
she hates. Oh, damn. Well,
I
I have
got
enough hate
heat.
for everybody. You got heat. I have so much heat. Why you gotta bring all this heat? I need to have somebody good that doesn't have heat. Does that bring a lot of it?
Yeah, well, I'm adding to it. I want my own now. I'm gonna go
Oh,
full heel.
oh shit. No, it's hard for me to be a face. No, I could be a face sometimes. I was earlier for for a minute.
I just got a direct message
Uh
that
oh.
all it said was "fuck you."
Oh,
We're having fun here tonight.
oh my god. It's Cinco de Mayo. Have a shot.
Yeah.
Have the bottle. Drink. Eat the fucking worm if there's one in there. Anyways, I will say it's very suspicious to me.
Mm-hmm.
Also very suspicious that it's in my area.
and very suspicious that it's a promotion that I know that he's talked shit about. So, yeah, I'm just saying. Am
Well,
I going? Am I going to that? Fuck yeah, I am.
good.
Am I sitting in the front row? No, because last time I went to this promotion, and this actually is coming full circle because it does have to do with Boom Boom Colt Cabana. The fucking promoter and her daughter, they made me fucking cry. I don't cry, okay? Like shit like that. I get emotional on certain things, but people doing things like I bought a front row ticket, okay? I didn't know they sold pre-sales, and people who were at the show before who bought a ticket to the next show can pick where they sit. I didn't know that. The only time I've ever gone to an indie show and there were assigned seats, that was GCW. And they put your name, they did it alphabetically. So I'm always used to, first come, first serve. It's in a very severe corner. I was upset. I was mad. And equal.
And I said, look, I don't come to your show. I don't know how your thing is set up. Yeah, there's a reason why I don't like going to like where that show is located. I don't. And because I hate the freeways over there. Yeah, if I want to like damage my car, absolutely I'll go. But no, it's
Driving
not
the
worth it.
MLK is crap.
Yeah, this is the 80 in the San Leandro through San Jose little leg, and it's not good. So
Been there, done that.
yep. So as I'm saying, I am going. I didn't want to go because of how he was treated. And I said to Willis, because Willis was there, and I said, never again. I'm never, ever. I said, even if they have one of my favorite people, I will never go. He says, I see it in your eyes and I see everything. Willis also said to me that he hated seeing me cry. There are photos that I took, and I took selfies, and I was just like, I was so upset. And I asked Willis when I found this out, I said, can you, it's emergency 911. He laughed at me because when I found out what the 911 was, it was like, I asked him if he would go with me to this because I can't go by myself after last time. I don't have the strength. 1, 2, if something were to happen again, I would get arrested because I would go off. Like, I'm sorry, I got called a rat because I gave Coke Cabana a fucking Coke Zero, a 20-ounce bottle of Coke Zero, and I'm a rat? Okay. Like, sir, you don't even know the history of me and Colt Cabana. Okay? I don't even have time to tell you the history of me and Colt Cabana. But if you think that, take a number, buddy. Take a number. There are locker rooms who fucking keep asking, like myself, when they see me or him, like, oh, I'm surprised you guys aren't married yet. Like, la la la. Why aren't you dating? La la la. There was even a joke in the ROH locker room, Sinclair days, that said that he and I had broken up. And I'm like, what? Excuse me? It's like, oh no, that you're mad at him because of whatever. And I'm like, oh my God. I mean, seriously. Like, yeah. So I don't take that. I don't, for me, it's like I have not seen people are gonna say, oh, but you went to Full Gear and you saw Ricky there. That's different. Okay, that's different. Going to AEW and seeing him is different. That is different. Okay, this is something that you have more access to. You know what I mean? And like, I mean, I don't know. People have gone Hollywood.
It's true.
I've accused him of it, and he did. Is he still like that? I don't know. I think he's eating some humble pie. But to be honest, like, there's a reason that he's doing this. And I don't know why. There's only one so far. So I'm going to get to the bottom of that, but I am going. So, yes. And I know because I had asked before that I have to go through, the office. And I'm just going to say to 'em, yo, okay, I just have like 3 questions from my stupid people. And that's it, you know. And let's face it, that office, you're actually pretty much almost way out the door. I think his toes are like right on the line. So when he does his pose and his foot kind of gets, you know, that one position where it's like on its tippy toe, that's the foot that's in the door.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he's 3 shades out. Like there's no way. No flipping way. So, but yay. So anyways, that was that. That was my moment zen. Anywho. God, there's so much other shit too. I mean,
Yeah.
shit. We talked about Trevor Lee last week.
Mm-hmm.
Revolver. Ethan Page is doing Revolver coming up. I'm interested to see what Trevor Lee's schedule is going to be
Yeah.
because there's some good ones around the time when he can work. So fingers crossed. He did officially announce it's the 22nd of July when he is available. Let me see what else.
I got one for you.
Tell me.
I was an avid fan and still am of Bray Wyatt's work. William, yeah, Mr. Rotunda, right?
Okay. Hmm.
And they are now kind of picking up on where it kind of left off because obviously Bo Dallas is kind of taking over that gimmick. Now, the dirt sheets, and I do mean dirt sheets, and their infinite wisdom has said a few names that apparently are leaked names, which, let's be honest here, there was no leak here.
Hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Now, this is a report. They say it's confirmed. Okay.
Mhm.
Eric Rowan, that's a given.
Hmm.
Okay. Makes all the sense. Dexter Loomis makes sense.
Yeah.
Nikki Cross, absolutely.
Hmm.
All right. Joe Gacy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Now, you add in Bo Dallas, that's 5.
Hmm.
They called it the Wyatt 6.
Hmm.
And they're making this claim that Alexa Bliss will not be a part of it.
Hmm.
Really? Really? She was close with him on that gimmick and she absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
She was an integral part to that. And she's not going to be the 6th person? Are you fucking serious? She might come in later as a surprise,
Hmm.
but I can guarantee you she's a part of it in some capacity.
She has to be.
And a lot of the things that they because they do the whole meta internet thing, which I love. It's like an escape
Hmm.
room for wrestling fans.
Hmm.
They had a couple of voice clips and numbers to call and things like that, which is very fucking cool.
Hmm.
I've heard Alexa Bliss cut promos since she first debuted in NXT. I know that voice. That's her voice. I will almost guarantee it. I will guarantee you're going to see her, and that is going to be the most badass faction going.
Do you think that she's going to come back as Alexa Bliss?
Yes.
Or are they going to make her Sister Abigail?
No. I think they're going to have her come back as Alexa Bliss.
Okay.
Because that's a lot of the gimmick has been, and all the messages have been, you forgot us, you said they were broken. You know, I didn't fix them. I embraced them.
Mhm.
Was the thing. Um, which makes sense for all of them, and it also made mention of you've forgotten them. Those are 5 other people that haven't been seen on TV in months.
Interesting. Well, she had her baby, right?
Right. But she
Mhm.
is cleared and she was going on the road.
Hmm.
She was taking flights.
Mhm.
So,
Interesting.
the dirt sheets can say she's not being involved, but they've been wrong a lot recently with what they think they know is going on. But I think this one is the one where they're terribly making a bad move because she's got too much history. She was a fan favorite to the entire gimmick, and there is no reason she shouldn't be a part of it, and it's the best way to bring her back in. That's, why it makes a ton of sense, and they're saying she's not going to be involved. She's not going to be the 6th member of the Wyatt Six. Are you fucking kidding me?
That doesn't make any sense. But then again, a lot of things don't make sense.
Yeah, but recently we are being given the gift in some companies of
Mhm.
storylines that make sense,
Mhm.
which is something we've sadly and sorely missed for a long time now.
Yeah.
And it is in that spirit where, and we know there's been a dynamic change overnight of the quality of work, the quality of pay per view, quality of everything has gone up significantly, right?
Mhm.
So that's where I believe that storyline's going to come into play. Now, will it slow boil where she might, come in, but before she left, which was shortly after the Uncle Howdy gimmick started, she was spacing out and shit, much like Nikki Cross,
Mhm.
much like Dexter Loomis.
Mhm.
The I can't wait to see it because I think this is WWE's version of Decay.
Yeah, I think
And,
so.
while it will not be Rosemary and Havoc, I do think that Cross and Bliss would make a great team to get the tag titles.
Mhm.
I could see, Dexter Loomis and Rowan going after the men's titles. You could put Uncle Howdy in any picture you want, and even Joe Gacy any way you want. And that would make, because they're not branded. None of them are stuck to a brand,
Mhm.
so they can go anywhere and do whatever they want as free agents. So that means both brands will get a taste of a wonderful gimmick, and they don't all have to be at one show.
Very, very, very
And
nice.
it's that same line where I think of Ricky Starks. I think he should, go back to a little bit of cockiness. I think he should be a solo star in Japan, get the fuck away from AEW before it kills his career, and then go from there.
Yeah, I think he. I don't know.
Money
I
only
don't.
gets
We'll
you
see
so
what happens.
far.
Yeah,
Like,
we'll
that's
see what
just a
happens.
fact.
Mhm. It's not about money, and the thing that you know that is. We'll just see. The next, I will say this: the later half of this year in wrestling is going to be very interesting.
Yes.
The moves that are going to be made and the drama that is still out there and unfolding and whatnot.
The moves that have
And
already been made.
exactly. It'll be very interesting to see.
Like,
Now,
God? Are you fucking kidding?
no, nope. Nope. When we even said that, we're like, we didn't even know how long he had on his damn contract.
Yep.
Because for what I knew, like from what I thought, he had another at least year or two. At least a
Yeah.
year.
I
Yeah.
told you it was shorter than that. I didn't know specifics, but I knew it had to be close.
Because when he resigned, was he resigned like right after Tama Tonga had the one belt he had for a little bit? Yeah, the strong. I don't remember which one it was. Was it one of the
Yeah.
strong titles? I think I don't know. Well, anyways, but one thing, excuse me, that we did not talk about
Mm-hmm.
that happened was Kenny Omega on Wednesday.
Yep.
Did you see his promo?
Yes.
When the fuck has Kenny Omega ever cut a promo like that?
I don't think
I've
it was
never
a
seen.
promo.
That was coming from the heart, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's going to try to keep going, but the truth of the matter is he's got maybe one match left.
Yep. And I will say this. Okay. I'm going to say this once. I'm going to say it again. And I know Tony Khan doesn't give a fuck what I think, but this is me. You're hinting at Okada Omega one more time. If Kenny can't do this anymore, do not waste it at All In. Because All In is the fucking Ocean Spray show. It's about him. It's not about anybody else but him. If you're using Wrestle Dream again, and I know that may be, or actually may not even be now, Bryan Danielson's last match, because it is in Tacoma. It's at the Tacoma Dome instead of being, which is a larger venue. I saw NSYNC do a stadium tour there twice, and Justin Timberlake. And I will say this, you probably can get like 60. They want to try to get 60, 70,000, but let's be real. It's AEW. They'll maybe get 15, 20 at the most. 20 at the most. I feel that if you were to do Okada Omega one more time, that is Wrestle Dream. Because if it's going to be held anywhere but the Tokyo Dome,
It's
it
a
has
wasted
to
opportunity.
be. It's a wasted opportunity. And you need it to have, because if you were doing the Wrestle Dream and it's because of the spirit of Antonio Inoki, what more than the ultimate match of Okada Omega in 60 minutes? Tell me, why would you waste it in London
I
for a
wouldn't.
crowd who doesn't give a fuck? I wouldn't, because the only thing they care about is going to be Ocean Spray. Him coming out obnoxiously and creaming whoever it is. Okay? I'm
Mhm.
waiting for the day he loses, but at this point in time, I don't think he's going to lose anything to anybody. He's going to beat Roddy. And that's a shame. Fucking shame. And I'm not saying this because I don't like Ocean Spray. I think it's not very good for business.
No show should be about one person.
But that's what All In is designed for. When he was at Full Gear and I was there standing on my chair in the third row, hard cam, and you can see me standing there, two middle fingers in the air. Okay. You can even hear me. If you really turn it up and listen, you can hear me. It got to the point where Willis pointed this out to me, that he said, "Pipe down, bruv." He's talking to me. I'm like, fuck no. Fucking pipe down. Don't you tell me what to fucking do, asshole. Yeah.
It's like I'm having a moment of Zen. Shut your whore mouth.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm trying to tell all these people that, one, I'm not the most excited. I am the only person in this arena who does not care, doesn't want you here, and you know what? It's gonna fucking let you know. Okay, that's my job. Okay,
As one should.
that's one shit. I fucking took off my shoes because I slipped, and I slipped. That was karma. My feet were sweaty, so I slipped. But it was my chair. You know, if I cracked my skull open, I would have told the fucking Kia Forma. I said, you know what? It's my fault because I wanted to get on my chair and fucking flip off and talk shit to this fucking ugly ass British man. And that is nobody's fault but my own. I will not sue you. Guarantee. I would have loved sitting there in the hospital. Oh yeah, motherfucker. Probably would have sued him. And Tony
Fair.
Khan, they'd be like, what? Yep, fair. I'd be like, yeah, don't bring assholes up in your company. You know? Shit. It's dangerous. But yes.
Yeah.
So now I think
Mm.
I wonder, my friend, do we want to do something more fun instead of the 2 matches I was talking about? Because we've been so heavy. But then again, it's defeating the purpose of me saying that Colt Cabana could wrestle.
Okay. What's
Mhm.
your thought?
Well, the other one I'd say is watch him in Grado. Because, you know,
I think we need to do a VOD of all 3 matches
okay.
where we will analyze the behavior, analyze it, show
Mhm.
everybody what we're talking about, and I want to add a match to it.
Okay. Okay. That'd be a special episode.
It will be. And
Mhm.
it's going to be taped, so we have all the beautiful audio. Everything is pretty. We want you guys to enjoy it.
Yay. Mhm. Oh, I
You
do.
know,
I want you to.
I'll
Mhm.
tell you the match I want to watch with you.
What match you want to watch?
AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura, Tokyo Dome.
Oh, that's different. I'm talking about Cultapalooza.
Oh no, I was
Yeah, that we
talking
can
about.
watch. No,
I
that
just
we
wanted
can
to
do.
add something different, and here's why.
Mhm.
I want to compare and contrast.
Mhm.
We'll watch 3 of Colt's matches,
Mhm.
and then watch one of the greatest matches to ever happen. Compare and
Okay.
contrast his skill to the King of Strong style and the phenomenal one.
But that's a different. That's a totally different type of wrestler, though.
Have you seen that match?
Yes, I have.
It's
When you
not
look at Colt
totally
Cabana,
different.
I know it's not totally different, but let's
He
do
is
this.
okay.
Okay, let's do this. We're not going to put Grado in that mix because that's
Dude, Grado's
yeah.
fucking amazing.
I love Grado. Don't get me. Have you ever seen him at AIW versus Tracy Smothers?
So
Fucking
good.
oh, so good. That little girl, fucking great. She has like. I always want to. I want to ask John Thorne. I'm actually gonna I want to do this one day and ask him, Thorne, what happened to that little girl? Does she still go to shows? And is she now like training to be a wrestler? Because she should. She was the best.
You know, and speaking of that line, you look at Izzy, who was the Bailey fan.
Mm-hmm.
You've got so many of these younger kids coming into the business that were fans.
Mm-hmm.
You've got amazing 2nd and 3rd generation wrestlers coming up. Like
Mm-hmm.
Muda's daughter is amazing
I know.
at
I've
what
heard
she
that.
does. And she does the mist like a pro.
Oh,
And they've
see,
got
if
this
you.
whole vignette story about how she was born. It's so good.
Oh yeah, I would tell you this: if you
Mm,
cannot do mist beautifully, and you are the spawn of Muda, you shouldn't be doing it.
disowned.
Disowned.
Denied.
Yeah, no, take that away.
You know what?
Oh yes, and then the other thing too is apparently I don't know if this has been confirmed yet, but Julia Hart is also injured.
Yes. What a
Poor thing.
surprise.
I'm not, but you know what? Homegirl,
She she's
so
gonna
good.
leave that company.
I'm sure. I'm sure. But you know what? Honestly, I think that with her, though, she won't leave until they go.
That's fair.
Be honest. Yeah. If they do start going, I think the first to go would be fucking Malachi Black.
As it should be.
That's another motherfucker that should really be in fucking Japan. That's another guy that like the
Actually,
Japanese. That he was actually one of the ones I was in my couple from AEW.
I'm gonna change my match.
Okay.
AJ Styles final match in TNA on Impact, January 9th, 2014.
Mhm. Who did he wrestle?
The current GM of SmackDown,
Really?
who was at that time the world champion.
Oh. Did you ever watch the Crockett Cup 2019 Skrull versus Aldis for the NWA Heavyweight Championship?
What's that?
Uh, the Crockett Cup 2019 Skrull versus Aldis.
You broke up one more time.
Okay. Crockett Cup 2019 Skrull versus Aldis for the NWA title.
That would be a fun match.
That's artistry right there.
You know,
That is beautiful. Yeah, there's so
and
many that you and I should have an off-topic conversation about this, rather than like trying to tell everybody what we want to do. Let's just surprise them, because fuck it,
yeah,
fuck it.
why don't
You know
we?
you're getting Cultapalooza. You guys are getting at least 2 Colt Cabana matches, and hopefully, my big thing is I'd love to kind of for maybe he and I, Digi and I could do it tomorrow. And officially, right now in Chicago, it is Happy Birthday Colt Cabana.
Yes.
How you doing?
Why I stayed up.
Yes. So
And
boom, boom.
here's the thing, because we like to discuss. We have these meetings in front of the fans because they are part of the discussion.
Yes.
So how about this? Why don't we do a series
Mhm.
where, like, once a month, we'll watch some
Mhm.
really cool independent wrestling or non WWE AEW.
Mhm.
We'll watch some matches. We'll talk about them. You know, we'll bring the inside. So for those who don't know
Mhm.
independent wrestling like we do, we can give them a primer and why it's so damn good.
Mhm. Mhm. You know, one match that I really wish would happen on AEW
Hmm.
before he goes anywhere, and I really would have hoped that this would have happened,
Mm-hmm.
was I would have loved to see Ricky versus Swerve for the AEW title.
Uh,
They did it
Swerve's.
at Inspire Pro, and that was a
Uh,
great match.
yes. Ricky Starks versus Shane Strickland.
Hmm.
Inspire Pro Wrestling 5
I
years
showed,
ago.
yep, I showed Marsh that. That was Swerve's last, like, well, I don't know if I don't know how much he wrestled in Texas, but I know that that was on his pre WWE tour when he was out of
Yes.
there. Yeah, mhm. Because he wrestled Jake Atlas in an amazing, amazing match. Shout out to Jake Atlas. I know he's.
Jake Atlas is a good
Oh,
dude.
I love him. I mean, we all have demons, and I know wrestling for him is a demon, and it's been for a long time. And I really hope that there's a promotion or two out there that would give him a shot. Because you know what? The guy is fucking good. He's fucking amazing.
Well, it's
And
just
shit
like
happens.
Tessa. Mark my words. She will be back.
Ugh. Just like Marty, he'll be back too.
Mm-hmm.
hmm So on that note, guys, Digi, you want to kick us off with our thankfulness
Yes, yes, I
before we
do.
go?
I'm gonna
All
raise my
right.
bottle, not my glass.
Oh shit.
I am thankful for the quality of wrestling that we are getting, the talent that bust their ass and make our heroes and our villains true to life. And in that spirit, I want to thank the independent wrestling community in terms of the promotions, the talent, the crew that make it happen because you guys are the reason we're here and why those stars are showing everything for us. So, cheers.
Cheers to that. Now, for me, I am thankful again, also with independent wrestling. It brings us so much. There's a lot of joy and emotion that does come from independent wrestling. Independent wrestling, yes, is different from the internet wrestling community. Two totally different communities. And I think that people don't understand that they are two different communities. Some of us who are a little bit more old school, you know, it's more of that independent wrestling community, and I am thankful for that. I'd also like to give some thanks and some shout outs because it is AAPI month, which is Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. I'd like to give some shots out to Juicy Finau and his school and promotion, Oasis Pro, over in Berkeley, California, doing some great things. Two of his coaches, one of them is still, until further notice or whatnot, Jacob Fatu and Journey Fatu, along with Juicy Finau. If you guys don't know, Juicy Finau actually was trained by Fale at his dojo. And so in Fiji. So shout out to them. Also, I'd like to give a great shout out to actually probably I think one of the best damn refs that's kind of out there. He does wrestle still with Hood Slam every once in a while. Out of Control, Matt Carlos. Shout out to you, but I think he's one of the best refs, and I know he did have a New Japan tryout. So, you know, New Japan USA. I hope he becomes part of your little roster there. And with that being said, cheers to that. I'm out of soda. So, Digi, where can we find you?
Digi Damon, WOTR on Instagram.
Awesomeness. Now you can find me at Ms. Amanda Jane with Y at either X or Instagram. Also, you can go to our website, www.wrestlingontherocks.com. We have a shop. So go support us. We don't charge a lot of shit. It's basically we make pennies off of it, but it's just more that, you know, we want you to like rock our swag, like wear a shirt, get a cool sticker.
Fans.
It's about the fans, not about us. Although I would kind of mark out if I did see people wearing a shirt with like me on it. That'd be kind of cool. We're also designing new shit as we speak. Let's see here. So join us, my friends, next week at the dive bar of the IWC. Keep an eye out any day now, maybe later today, for a little Cultapalooza, because happy birthday, Colt Cabana. How you doing? Yeah, and all that fun stuff. So for now, this is episode 1 of Wrestling on the Rocks. It is not the Thursday Chaser. This was just the Cinco de Mayo Spectaculare. Ole. So that's last call.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Producer Lady here. Thanks for tuning in. Continue to support and buy us a drink by putting the I in subscribe and reviewing our podcast. And cheers to Fans First Sports Network for keeping the dive bar lights on.
I would never have a drink with Wrestling on the Rocks.